string of cyclists have been pushed into a canal, leaving them frightened and highly traumatised. Police say they know of 6 riders who were shoved into the Grand Union Canal in just the last few weeks. Well, our reporter Paul Hawkins is in northwest London for us tonight. Paul.
6 attacks on 6 cyclists over a 2-week period last month. The police believe each attack is linked. They think the same gang is responsible. The most recent attack on February the 23rd on this very spot at about this time. The victim's name, Peter Bettel. Peter, talk us through what happened at this time 2 weeks ago.
So I was cycling back home from work and I got to this part of the canal, Westbourne Park, and I saw a gang of youths. As I got about 20 feet from them, 2 of them approached me. Then as I got a bit closer, I just felt a punch or a shove, and then I went straight into the canal with my bike. And then I managed to get to the water's edge, and one of the young girls pulled me out.
Yeah. And luckily you only suffered bruises and cuts.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. And it must have been incredibly cold under the water.
Yeah, it was really cold. It was a cold night, and it was particularly cold in that actual evening, yeah.
Yeah, and since then, how have you felt in terms of your behaviour? Have you found it difficult to be around crowds? Has the attack affected you going outside?
Well, it's made me wary of gangs of youths, that's for sure. And if I do approach a gang like that, I tend to turn my bike around and go back the other way to avoid them.
Yeah. And you've also moved out of London.
Yeah, I've moved my boat out of London now. Yeah, so I won't be returning back to this part of London again.
Yeah. And if your attackers are watching this, what's your message for them?
Well, you're a very violent group of people, and you need to be very, very careful, because one day you could end up killing somebody. You nearly killed me that day. Had the girl not pulled me out, I couldn't breathe. Had she not pulled me out, I don't know if I could have got out myself, because I had some very bad cuts above my eye and I was finding it difficult to breathe.
All right, Peter, thank you. Well, police are increasing patrols along this towpath to reassure the public. The suspects are described as black, in their early 20s or late teens. Anyone with any information should ring Crime Stoppers or the police on 101. Victoria.
OK, thanks very much.